Hello, everyone. I am Krooked, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we're playing Street Fighter 6. This just came out on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. The only thing that I haven't really done in this is just flat out online play. So let's go ahead and just get into ranked. As you can see, I play classic. Ken's probably my main right now. Eventually I want to switch over to Cammy, but yeah. And okay. Yeah, I'm pretty new to this whole thing. So, ranked. Street Fighter. This game, like Street Fighter 5, basically came out and said we are here for the ranked serious players, and we're gonna do some stuff for the casual players. There is some other stuff in this game that I can talk about and show you depending on how long these matches go. But this is what I wanted to focus on because this is kind of like the bread and butter of Street Fighter. I'm trash, so don't expect a lot here, especially because I mean these are ranked people, you know. So there's a lot of new mechanics in this as well that don't exist in the older Street Fighter games, like that. Okay, so in terms of like fluidity, this game is smooth. I love this game. Oh, she beat me. Everything about the controls feel really, really nice. It is Street Fighter as you can get. Oh, I'm so bad at those like moves being hits and counters. That sucked. I was hoping I would connect with that. Yeah, she baited that just so that she could do this. That's fine. So I've heard that Manon is really, really good in this game, which is fine. I don't really care if I do a rematch or not. I'm trying to get a little bit in, not just play against the same person over and over again. So there's a lot you can do here. Oh no, it's another Ken. This is going to be interesting. Outside of ranked, you can always do casual. There's also a whole area where you can like sit down in an arcade machine and like you can play arcade games. You can have battles where people will come up to you and they'll be able to like initiate fights, and it's sit down like stand up style like you would find in the actual arcade. It's really, really cool. Wow, that hurt. And sorry, I have to focus a little bit on this. It has a lot of extra stuff besides just ranked mode. Now, in terms of like graphics, I think this game looks gorgeous. It's one of the best looking Street Fighter games, I think. I love it. I didn't like the designs in Street Fighter 5 nearly as much, but in this, everything looks great. I love everyone's new designs. I'm not super excited about having to, you know, buy a bunch of characters because that's always like one of the worst parts of Street Fighter nowadays. Because Street Fighter 4, you know, just had 1,000 versions. This Street Fighter, much like Street Fighter 5, is going to have a bunch of characters you get to buy. So that being said, the character selection right from the get-go is pretty good, and it has multiple control styles that allow you to play in a lot of different ways. So I play using Classic because I know how to play Street Fighter. Say you don't, you're pretty new to the series, you can switch to modern controls, which will allow you to get a bit of an easier control scheme where you don't have to push as many buttons to pull off the special moves, and you can kind of jump in easier. The problem with that is, even though you can jump in easier, it limits your access to a lot of different moves. So it's not always the best thing to get into. Yeah. I mean, I'll rematch this, dude. I don't mind. He wants to rematch. So, as you can see, they've made it so that it's really, really nice. I don't know if I've fought against anyone that's on Wi-Fi yet, because if your opponent's on Wi-Fi, they're going to be having issues no matter what. That being said, I'm on an Ethernet connection, so that can definitely affect it. I think I made this guy angry. Woo! Okay. No! I don't want to get hit by that! No. That was nice that he blocked it. So now we're 1-1. I wonder if he's going to want another rematch. Yeah, okay. So after this, I'll actually show you the single player mode, so that way you can kind of get a feel of that as well. Oh, I see. No! Oh. Got him. I'm like focusing really hard. But sound-wise, oh, this game sounds great. It's fun to listen to. It's fun to look at. And the playing is just fantastic. But say you don't want to play against other players, and you want to just play a fighting game. You know, kind of just have fun, kind of do your own thing. No biggie. Well, we're going to get into that. Let's see if I can win this one. That was terrible. Oh! That was lame. All right. Yeah, I got him. That was good. All right. So, we've done best of 3. I'm not going to go any more against this guy. That was good. I bet he's a little mad at that. I would be. So you have the arcade mode where you can play against normal stuff. But there's also World Tour where you can make your own character and do stuff here. If you're wondering about what my character looks like, that's one that Fichu said, hey, make me. And I made Fichu. So in World Tour, you get to actually go around and travel the world, really. So I don't have everything unlocked. There's still quite a bit for me to do. But we can go ahead and go to Metro City so I can kind of show you what's going on here. So this is actually where you start out, is Metro City. And it's really the only area that you can explore. Everywhere else is kind of just like one screen and you can talk to the people there. But Metro City, you can actually do stuff in the city. Besides that, you can explore, you can buy items, you can talk to people, you can do stuff. So I can run over to like the store, for instance, and I can see what items of clothing they have. And I can change that, and clothing affects kind of how your stats are in battle. And the controls for this are a little bit different than your controls for your standard battle. So instead of having the like really flashy moves where they're all colorful and the one where they just tank a little bit of damage, you don't have those. Your drive gauge just isn't here. And then for your special gauge, it works a little bit differently because it just kind of exists. You can do every special with just one bar, and that's just how it goes. So then here you can like talk to people. They'll give you quests that you can do, and then from there you can go do them. So I just picked up a quest. I could probably find out where exactly to go for it, but I can also just run around. You can see that there's stuff in the bottom left. You can also start battles by attacking into enemies. And then it makes this really cool, like, side-scrolling beat-em-up kind of little adventure. Kind of reminiscent of Final Fight and stuff, which Capcom is known for. And you run into the crew from Final Fight in the story mode. Honestly, Capcom did a really, really good job with this game, where you can be a casual, never played Street Fighter ever person, pick it up and start having a fun time. You can also be a seasoned vet of Street Fighter and you're going to have a fun time. Honestly, this is kind of Capcom at its best. I can't think of many games that they've made that are this good and that kind of hit on every single note in recent memory. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and give Street Fighter 6 a 9 out of 10. Now you might be wondering, why didn't it get the coveted 10 out of 10? Well, I don't like to have to pay for every character to come out. If all the characters coming out were free, I would 100% call this a 10 out of 10. But, you know, Capcom has to make their money, and unfortunately, the way that they make that money is by charging for all their characters instead of giving it to us like they have for all these other years. But that's okay. It's still a fantastic game, and I like it a lot. And if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so that way you never miss an episode of Unscripted, and then hit that bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode comes out. Other than that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!
Might put up a decent fight.